The following review is sponsored by EIPhost.com. Remember to visit EIPhost.com for all your web design, web hosting, e-commerce, and domain name solutions.
Hi everybody, today I want to show you a new computer from emachines, and it's the emachines ET1831. This computer is fully packed with features and it won't break your budget. The computer goes for about $460 something, and it has an Intel Pentium processor, 2.7 gigahertz, 750 gig drive, 4 gigs of RAM, and it also comes with Windows 7 Home Premium 64-bit. It definitely is a really nice computer. Remember to visit aramistech.com, where I will put links to all the technical data that I might not have here in the video. It will be there, all the specs and stuff, and also links to where you can get the computer if you decide to get it. I think it's a really nice computer, works pretty fast, and for the price you can't beat it. It also has a nice DVD writer, it's super fast, and it works really good. I definitely had no complaints. The machine doesn't heat up. It's definitely really, I think, a winner. It's a good machine. Stay tuned. In the next few minutes I'm going to show you all the features and all the ins and outs of this machine. Thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate it. Alrighty, so here I have the ET1831 from emachines, and the mouse. One thing I wanted to mention to you is that the mouse is an optical mouse, so it's really cool because most of these factory mouses have a ball down here. So this one actually has the the optical laser here, so this is pretty cool. And you have a standard keyboard that it brings. So basically, it has some multimedia buttons on the very top here, and also on this side here. So definitely you can control some of the features like volume up and down and mute buttons right from there. Alrighty, so here I have the front of the ET1831, and this here, when you press the button on it, it actually pops out a CD-ROM. Right here, the DVD writer comes right out from here, and the button's right here on the side. And you have also an expansion bay right here. On the front of the ET1831, you have a multimedia card reader here and also USB slots on the side. The multimedia card reader reads cards like the XD cards, micro SD cards, basically SD cards. You can read several cards here, and I'll put on the website exactly all of the ones that it reads. So remember to visit aramistech.com for all that info. On the side here, you have two USB 2.0 ports. Right down here, you have a headphone jack and also a microphone jack. So if you want to plug something conveniently here in the front, you can, which is great. And also here is the power button to turn it on and off the computer. On both sides, the ET1831 has vents right here and at the bottom to actually let the heat out of the computer. On the back of the ET1831 emachine, you have the power supply right here, which has a 250 watt power supply, which is not very powerful, but you can always go ahead and change it and buy a more powerful one. For about $30 something, you can get about a 400 to 500 watt power supply. So definitely you can change it, it's not that expensive. Right below that, you have the PS2 ports for the mouse and the keyboard. And you also have here the NVIDIA 7050 video card. And also you have down here 4 USB ports, 2.0, a 10100 network card right next to that. And right below that, the sound card. So basically everything's nicely packed there. It's not full of all kinds of stuff, but it's definitely what you will need to get started. On a closer look at the motherboard inside, you have here the Intel Pentium 5400 processor, which runs at 2.7 gigahertz. Right next to that, you have the memory here, which has 2 banks, and it's at 2 gigs each, and it's a DDR2 memory. Right next to that, conveniently, is right here. I don't know if you can see it from there, but let me see if I can show you closer. This slot right here is an actual IDE slot, which is great because it actually is added on the actual motherboard. And it definitely, if you have older hard drives or an old CD-ROM laying around, you definitely can use this, and you can use this IDE port. So I like that because none of the new motherboards pretty much bring it. So that's definitely a pretty cool feature that it does bring that on board. Right below that here, you have your Sata Connections, and it has 4 Sata connections. So you can connect up to 4 devices onto the motherboard, which is great. And it will allow you to expand even further. You're already using 2. One is for the CD-ROM, or actually the DVD-ROM, and the other one's for the hard drive. Right here on the side, you have your SATA drive. It's a 750 gig drive, 7200 RPM drive. On the video card, I wanted to show you something real quick. Right here on the side is the video card that is built on board. Now this video card will suffice for the things that you need, like email, watching videos, and regular stuff that you do on an everyday basis. But if you actually need more power, one thing that I do like about this computer for the price, it has a really good motherboard because if you need to expand and use better graphics to gaming or graphic design or anything like that, you definitely are covered. You have here a PCI Express Slot, which you can use to expand the computer and add yourself a nice video card on board. For about 120 bucks, you can pick up a good video card and pop it in here, and you actually improve the performance of the computer. And right below that, you can expand a little further by actually, you have 2 PCI slots here. So if you need any PCI connections, definitely this is a good that is also added. I wanted to show you one little thing that it's might not be a big deal, but to show you that you can actually expand this a little further. Right below the CPU right here, that you have the connection of the power, and then right below here you have a little connection that you can expand to add another fan to the computer. So if you wanted to add a fan in the back of it, because it doesn't have any fans inside, it's basically, you know, plain, you can add a nice fan here in the back and basically be powered off that right there. So definitely that's good that the motherboard has that connection right on it. Inside you can actually expand a little further. You have here to add another hard drive if you need, right below it at the bottom, and probably you can squeeze a third hard drive in there. You also have slots in here that you can put stuff in here if you have to actually put something that plugs into the inside. You won't be able to use the outside, so if it's a floppy drive or anything like that, you won't be able to use that because there's already connections on this side here that will take up those slots. Right above it a little bit, you have here the actual DVD-ROM, and then right below that you have another bay that you can use to add another DVD-ROM or a Blu-ray drive onto this machine. Well, that's it for the review on the ET1831 machine. I hope this video helped you out and answered any questions you may have, especially if you're looking to buy this particular model. If you like my videos, please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also rate my video. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.